Hey, how you going? Hope everyone had a good Christmas. I thought I'd make a quick little video of a capo I've been eyeing for a little while, and took the plunge and bought it for myself for Christmas. And it's called a Cat Eyes. And I know some people might have heard of them before, and I've been trying to watch a lot of videos on them, and I haven't seen too many of them. So I just thought, if you're on the fence and you've been reading about them in threads, mostly on the Elliott capos, things like that, I thought I'd make a quick video because I made the purchase. I wasn't really thinking about it for a while. I just decided to kind of jump on board and grab one, and I'm so glad I did. So previously, I've been always using just either Kaiser capo, which I found no issues with. I liked it. Everyone knows you just clamp it on. Super easy to move around. Never really had any issues with it. Some people say, it might go out of tune, this and that, but I really never had any issues with it. But getting into bluegrass, I saw all these people using these ones, and I thought, I don't know, treat myself, see what it's like. And what I've used previously as well is I've got a few of these shubs. My mom used to have one from probably 40 years ago, and I kind of got them passed down. I know a lot of people do like them, but I've never really loved them too much. I don't know why. I kind of tended more to go with the Kaiser ones. But one of the main things I've kind of realized on it is that when you put these down, obviously it puts a lot of tension, and the strings, it kind of tightens the strings with this. That's what I've noticed, is just little things, but when you got the clamp on, it's, I don't know if you could see, but it's quite tight, and a lot of tension on there, so it doesn't feel as natural. Never really bothered me. I've used it for many, many years, but when you get one of these, I don't know if you can see how thin it is as well. This thing's tiny. But one of the things when you do put it on is that it clips on. It's extremely thin. The funny thing is, when I first got it, I actually thought it was a banjo capo, and I was annoyed because I'm in Australia, and I'm like, oh man, I've got the wrong one sent to me. I'm gonna have to send it back. And then I put in the guitar, and it was perfect. And I thought, oh man, it just looks so tiny and very elegant and slick. I don't know if you could tell how thin it is, but I'll show you afterwards. But basically, when you do and you tighten it on, you tighten on in the back. There's like a little screw-on knob, and I elected for the smaller one. But once it gets on there, you just go finger tight. And I know there's a big difference with how much tension is on the actual string. So it sounds incredible, but it feels really nice as well. I don't feel the tension in the string, and it actually feels as if the nut has been moved up, and you don't get that with other capos. So they're about 120 US. They do seem like a lot, I guess, but really in the scheme of things, you're only gonna buy one and have it forever, and I'm so glad I did it. Sounds really good. So yeah, and then sounds great, easy to unscrew. A lot of people, you leave them on top of the headstock, so when you're not playing, you could just leave it there, tighten it up. Unfortunately, I do keep this in my guitar case, which is a Martin case, and it doesn't allow me to leave it up there. But what I do is during the day, I'll hang it up, and on my hanger, it still doesn't like to sit there, but I'll just loosen it, and then I just put on the second string, whereas I normally like it. I'll kind of just tighten it up just a tiny bit, not too much, and just hang it up, leave it for the day. Super easy to get on and off anyway. And then if you want to go all the way up, effectively I can move up as much as I want. I've seen some people say this is a D28, but they could only get up to 5 or 7. I would never play it up here, but there's no issue whatsoever. So yeah, and then as you're doing it, another advantage compared to the shop is like as you're going, if I did it too loose, you know, you could just do it a little bit more till all of them ring out, and it's easy, you know. Sounds super good. And the best thing about it too is really easy. I'll show you in comparison. So if you look at the difference in size, that's your standard Kaiser. Look how thin that is. It's tiny. And it actually to me it just looks like jewelry. It's so nice. And when you do put it on, I know a lot of people put it really close to the fret, but personally I like to go back a little bit. I don't know, it's just a preference. But when you do put it on, it pretty much just looks as if it's your fret. You don't even see it, and because of the V, it just grabs the neck great. Doesn't move. Yeah, and just happy days. So yeah, if you're on the fence, I highly recommend it. You get an Elliott. I've never played the Elliott ones, but you know they're like pretty much like $220 US. These are half of that. You do have the Page, which people I guess looks kind of similar, and never played them, so I can't tell you any about it. Shab make one, but it's about the same price. So yeah, I'm sure they're probably as good as each other, but I guess it just comes down to cosmetics and what you like. So anyway, there's a quick little review. Kat Eyz, you could email the guy, Phil, his name was. I had a few questions on it, sent it to him. I measured out, you know, all the dimensions that he gave me, but I think it's just a standard one, 16 radius. It really, pretty much his dimensions were exactly fitted, and it fits over the volute or right behind it. So yeah, perfect. It's about a 10-day turnaround to get to Australia from the US around Christmas as well. So really good. And there's that's what it looks like. You can see I got the thinner knob. He also sends you an extra one of these tubes, so if they ever go over time, you could just swap them out. It's got some leather. Doesn't scratch a guitar. And last of all, you got that little clip that goes over that holds it down. And super smooth. So thanks, Kat Eyz, and yeah, definitely if you're on the fence, just grab one. It's something you'll have forever, and I couldn't be happier. Have a good day. Cheers.